welcome you to Knowledge Center. Today I will just tell you the construction detail of DC motor. So let us understand with the module available here. So this is we have separated it. This is the stator part, this is the rotor part of a DC motor. As we all know, there are two major parts, that is stator and a rotor. So let's look into the stator part. So this we call it as a terminal box, where we have the field winding terminals and the main winding terminals here, and from there we have the frame. This is the solid frame which is made up of a cast iron, which is used to support the poles, main poles or field poles we have. So this is of two poles we have. One is, this is the one pole, this is the other pole, another pole above. So we have two poles here, and we also have this, we can observe this screw, nut and screw here. This is just to support the pole. For this frame, pole is fixed so that it cannot be mismatched. Okay, so now for this pole we have the field winding. This is field winding which is surrounding the core of the pole. This is pole shoe. You can observe this. This is the pole shoe. These pole shoe are having some lines here. So these are nothing but it is made up of a stampings. It is not just one solid piece. It is a stamping, and I hope you all know that stamping is made to reduce the eddy current loss. So that is about the stator and the frame of a motor. The frame is found here. Look at this part. The foundation means this has been screwed here. It is fixed to this board, or it will be fixed to any foundation. So this is the outer frame, right? So this is about the stator and the frame. Now let's have a look over the rotor part. So look at this. This is the rotor part we have. So in this rotor, the major part we call this as an armature also for DC motor. So in a rotor we will have a rotor winding. Let's see, this is the rotor winding. So these rotor winding are copper wires. Rotor windings are placed in a slot. So this is the slot. These are the slots. These are the slots where we have the winding. And the solid part is called teeth. It's a teeth. So in gap we have a winding. This is the slot. In that slot we have a winding, and we have an insulation part also. That insulation will be of a mica sheet. You can observe it here. Yes, this part. This is a mica sheet, just to avoid the short circuit. So to avoid the direct contact with the rotor teeth, winding will not be in contact with the rotor teeth, right? So that is about the rotor. And we also provide a fan. See, look at this. When rotor rotates, even this rotates, and this provides like a blade shape. So it provides a ventilation so that the cooling can be provided, right? And this is shaft through which the rotor will rotate. Now let's see, we have armature, and this armature will be connected to commutator segments. Because it is a DC motor, supply will be given through the commutator segments to the armature, and it will be collected through the brushes. So now let's look into the commutator segments and brushes. So have a look over there. So these are the commutator segments, right? So you look at this. These are all the commutator segments. This is how it looks. And let's see, where are the brushes. Look at the brush now. So let's see the brush. This is the brush. You can look into brush here. Yes, this is brush holder. We can just detach that brush. If you just open it like this, the brush will come out over there, right? This is the carbon brush, black color one. If you press it, it will be locked. So this is what the brush is. And here also we have one more brush. We will be having two brushes to collect the current, right? So this is the brush holder. If I open this, you can see there the black color. Yes, that is what this is the brush, the carbon brush. For high range we use a graphite brush also. So this is about the DC motor and its construction. I hope you got some brief idea about the construction of DC motor. If so, like the video and share among your friends. Thank you.